Hi students. Okay, very good morning. In this session we are going to solve some problems as well as we are going to learn with respect to the zero order kinetics. Right? There is some method that is called as the initial rate method to determine the order of the reaction. To determine the order of the reaction, the questions will be asked in this pattern also. That method is called as the initial rate method. Means initial concentration of A, initial concentration of B, and initial rate of the particular reaction will be given, and we will be asking to find out the rate of the reaction or order of the reaction or rate constant of that particular reaction. Here is one equation: 3A plus 2B is giving rise to product. The initial concentration of A is 0.1, point concentration of B, the rate is 2 into 10 power minus 3. The concentration is 0.1 for A, concentration of B is 0.2, the rate is 1 into 10 power minus 3, and because of concentration of B is 0.2, concentration of B is 0.1, and the rate of the reaction is 4 into 10 power minus 3. The question is find the rate law is asking what as well as the rate constant. These are the conditions what you require in solving this problem. This is the question what he is asking. Okay students, take the pause the video and try to solve the question. Right, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I am going to do the solution. Okay, first write the equation. So what is this rate? Rate is how much? If you take rate, K is equal to A power x, B power y. Okay. Now I am taking this equation. So rate is equal to 2 into 10 power minus 3. That should be equal to K into what is the A value? So it is 0.1 over x. B value is 0.1 over y. This is the first equation. Second equation: 1 into 10 power minus 3 is equal to K into what is the concentration of A? So it is 0.1 over x. B is 0.2 whole power y. This is the second equation. And going to the third equation, the rate is 4 into 10 power minus 3, K into 0.2 whole power x. B is 0.1 whole power y. This is the equation 3. Clear? From these three equations, find out the value of x, find out the value of y. Say you take one and two equations. If you take these two equations, what happens? From 1 by 2, if I take 1 by 2 equation, k will be cancelled, 0.1x, 0.1x will be cancelled. So it is 2 into 10 power minus 3 by 1 into 10 power minus 3 will be equal to 0.1 by 0.2 whole power y. 10 power minus 3, 10 power minus 3. So it is 1 by 2 whole power y is equal to 2. So 2 power minus y is equal to 2 power 1, y is equal to minus 1. Clear? Okay, 1 by 2 is you will be getting 2 power minus 1. 2 power minus 1 into y. So minus 5 is right. So you will be getting y value is equal to minus 1. Now you try to find out the value of x. This one, right? X means if you take 1 and 3 equations, this equation and this equation, 1 and 3. See, because y will be, this one will be cancelled out. So what happens? You take this 3 by 1, it will be easy for solving. 3 by 1. This is 4 into 10 power minus 3 by 2 into 10 power minus 3. This is the first equation. So you will get k by, this is k, point, this one you are writing 0.2 whole power x by 0.1 whole power x. This will be cancelled, this will be cancelled, this is 2, this will become 2 power x. So x will be equal to 1. So x value is 1, y value is minus 1. So what you will get in equation 1? Rate is equal to k into a power how much? X is 1, b power minus 1. So what is the order of the reaction? You are writing 1 and other one. So order will be plus 1 plus or minus 1. So it will be equal to 0. Order is 0, so order will become 0. Rate law. This is the equation for the rate law, and you want rate constant. Rate constant is, say I hope that you are clear with this one. Okay, substitute this value. So I am writing here. What is the k value? You should find out the k value r. So let me take this equation. R is equal to 2 into 10 power minus 3 is equal to k. What is a? K is 0 power 0.1 whole power 1 into 0.1 whole power minus 1. These two will be cancelled. So k value will be equal to 2 into 10 power minus 3. Nothing there. You take this equation. In a value you keep this value. In b value you keep this value, and you know r value this one, so that you will get k value. So the k value has come out. The rate constant value is 2 into 10 power minus 3. R is 0 order, and rate law is r is equal to k into a power 1 b power minus 1. Okay. Right. In the same way, try to do this problem. 2a plus b gives rise to product. Concentration of A has been given, concentration of B, and the rate of the reactions with that initial concentration have been given. Find the rate, order, and rate constant of the particular reaction. Okay? Try to solve this question, students. Fastly, here. 1, 2, 3. Right. I am going to solve this question. Look at this one. Solution. This one. Rate is equal to 1 into 10 power minus 3 is equal to 0.2 whole power x, 0.1 whole power y. Okay? This one. 4 into 10 power minus 3 will be equal to 0.2 whole power x, 0.2 whole power y. Third one. 0.25 into 10 power minus 3 will be equal to 0.4 whole power x, 0.2 whole power y. So this is the first equation, second equation, third equation. So if you want to find out y, take the things which are common x. If you want to find out x, find the common things which are common in y. Okay. So now I want to find out something like x. If I want to find out x, y should be common. So these two y should be y is common. So these two equations I am taking. Okay. So these two equations. So 2 by 3 I am doing. 2 is 4 into 10 power minus 3 by 0.25 into 10 power minus 3. Okay? Take this, take nothing happens. And this is the second equation. These two will be cancelled. 0.2y, 0.2y. So this k will be cancelled. So it is 0.2y, 0.4 whole power x. This one will be cancelled. So it is 1 by 2 whole power x. 10 power minus 3. So it is 4 into 100 by 25. Once 4. It is 16. 1 by 2 whole power x. So how we can write? 2 power 4 is equal to 2 power minus x. X is equal to minus 2. Is it clear? Are you getting me? So in the same way, try to solve the y also. You will get this y. If you want to solve y, you will have a common thing which is x. X is common. Means in this two x is common. So you will go for 1 and 2 equation. So you can take this 2 by 1. What happens? 4 into 10 power minus 3 by 1 into 10 power minus 3. So what is cancelling here? You are taking 2 by 1. So second equation, first equation. So x is common here. So y 0.1 by 0.2 whole power y. So this two will cancel. So 4 is equal to 1 by 2. You correct. Right. So 4 into 0.2 x cancel. Also this one should be top. 0.2 by 1. Because 4 into 0 is taking numerator, so it is 0.2 by 0.1. So this is 2 over y. So 2 square is equal to 2 over y. Y is equal to 2. So if you take r is equal to k into a power x b into power y. So r is equal to what? What is the value of, so k a power, what is the value of x? X is minus 4, b is 2. So this is k into a power minus 4 b power 2. N is equal to minus 4 plus 2. So m will be equal to minus 2. So order of the reaction is minus 2. What is the rate constant? So we take the values of these things and you substitute. Okay. R value will be 1 into 10 power minus 3. A value 0.2 whole power minus 4. B value 0.1 whole square. Then find out the value of k. So R is something like. So you replace all these things. All these values you replace them with the power and find out the value of rate constant. Right. Okay. Go for solving this question, students. Last question with the initial rate method. 3a plus 2b raised to quadrats. Initial rates have been given. We ask them to write the rate constant as well as the rate equation. Nothing problem here. So the same process. I hope that you have solved this solution. So if you go for the rate 0.05 is equal to 0.1 whole power x, 0.1 whole power y. Take the order. If you go for the second equation, 0.1 is equal to 0.2 whole power x, 0.1 whole power y. Next one 0.05 it is 0.1 whole power x, 0.2 whole power y. Okay. Take these equations one by one. Nothing happens here. 1, 2, and 3. So if you want to find out x by yourself, so from 1 and 2 equations. So 2 by 1 I am taking. So second equation is 0.1 is equal to 0.2 whole power x, 0.1 whole power y by first equation 0.05 is equal to correct one 0.1 whole power x, 0.1 whole power y. So this will be cancelled. So it is 2 power x. It will be 10 by 5. So it is 2. So 2 power 1 is equal to 2 power x, x is equal to 1. This is the condition. You are getting the value of x. Go for finding the value of y. To find the value of y, x should be equal. So 1 as well as 3. So I am taking this 3 by 1. 3 is rate 0.05 is equal to 0.1 whole power x, 0.2 whole power y by k. This is common for everything. Okay, don't forget this. This is k. First equation 0.05 is equal to k into 0.1 whole power x, 0.1 whole power y. K cancels, so it is 2 power y is equal to 1. So nothing, these are not equal. So y is equal to 0. So if there are something bases common, we can equate the powers. But here the bases are not common. Here it is 2, here it is 1. Okay, so this is the equation. So rate will be equal to k into a power x. What is a power x? X value is 1 and y power. So b power y. B power 0. So order is equal to 1 plus 0 is 1. So rate 0.05 is equal to k into a value. It is 0.1 whole power b value 0.1 whole power 0. So to find the value, anything over 1, 0 is 1. So it is 0.05 by 0.1 is equal to k. So you will be getting 0.5 is equal to k value, the rate constant. So this is the way of doing the solving the problems with respect to the what? Initial rate method. Okay. And next we are going to study with respect to zero order kinetics. Zero order kinetics. What is meant by zero order? And we know what is meant by order first. Order is nothing but sum of powers of stoichiometric positions in a rate equation. Okay. Now we are going to study with respect to zero order. We have had zero order and first order and many things that are our present in our syllabus. Right. The next term is zero order kinetics. Zero order kinetics. See what is meant by zero order kinetics? Means the order of the reaction is zero. Something A, it is getting converted to product. Okay. This is how we can rate. So rate we can write as R is equal to k into a power 0. This is one of the form of writing rate equation. You know that this one is not dependent on this one because R is writing experiment. From the experiment I have got this is k into a power 0. Okay, this is one of the way of writing the rate of the equation. And one more way, in the previous class, before second class, the starting class we have discussed minus 1 by 1 dA by dt. Okay, this is the thing what you can write. One more way of writing the equation. See, these two are ways for seeing this reaction only, right? minus dA by dt is equal to k into a power 0. Okay, anything with power 0 is 1, so it is k. So dA by dt minus this and minus as well as dt left side. So dA is equal to minus k into dt. So integrate this equation. Okay. See, if you take at time 0, if time is 0, then initial concentration, what will be the concentration? The concentration will be initial concentration. Initial concentration is A naught, it will remain as it is because time is 0. At time is equal to 0 means it is the starting time. Okay. At starting time, the concentration will be equal to A naught. And after some time t, the concentration is something like A concentration. Okay. I will integrate this equation on integrating this equation. So what are we doing here? So integrating, okay, dA minus k divided minus k with the time. And keeping some limits for this integration. So the limits are initial concentration, this is the final concentration, and this is just to time. This is starting time to some time. This is initial concentration to some concentration. So I am integrating this one. What are you getting? Integration differential will be cancelled so that concentration k A naught. So constant minus comes outside, k comes outside, and dt will be going t concentration with respect to 0 as well as. Okay, and if you apply this one, upper limit minus lower limit is equal to minus k t minus upper limit minus lower limit. So this one a minus a naught will be equal to minus k. So a is equal to a naught minus k. So this is called as differential rate equation for zero order quantities. So called as differential rate equation for zero order quantities. For zero order quantities, this is the differential rate equation. And always remember that this is the initial concentration and this is concentration left out after time t. This is the remaining concentration. Please keep in your mind. This is the remaining concentration, not the initial concentration. The remaining concentration that is left out in the container. Remaining concentration. See, always everyone will be getting confused here. The A is the remaining concentration and A naught is the initial concentration minus k is there. It is nothing but rate constant and t is the time. Right? If you take half time means for any substance. Suppose we are having 20 bananas. If we have eaten 10 bananas, okay, how much time it has taken? It will be taken some 2 hours or 3 hours, right? The time taken for the completion of any substance to half of its substance. If it is 1000 means 500. If it is 100 means 50. If it is 2000 means 1000. The time taken for the conversion of a compound into half of its compound, that time is called as T naught. Suppose if I have an initial concentration is A naught, so you should get converted into A naught by 2. So here the time is that time is called as T naught. The time required for the conversion of the compound into half of its compound. Initially how much it is present to that half conversion, how much time it is taking, that half time is called as half time. Okay, that time is called as half time or half life period. Half time is called as half life period. Both are the same. Half life period. Right. If you apply this one here, so A is equal to A naught minus A. If I want half time, so how much it has to remain at last? It is half remaining. This is A naught minus K T naught. Because time is half of the time you are taking. So what happens A naught by 2 minus A naught, okay, is equal to minus K T half. So it becomes minus A naught by 2 minus K T half, minus minus will cancel. So T half is equal to A naught by 2K. So this is the half-life period for the zero order reaction. It should be very clear. This equation is the main equation. There are two equations. One is with first order, one is with zero order. This is the main equation. Okay, remaining concentration is equal to initial concentration minus KD. That is the differential rate equation for the zero order. And T half is A naught by 2K. See, if you take the graph with respect to rate versus time. Rate versus time. See, you know that rate is equal to nothing but K into A mod 0 means rate is equal to K. Means rate is not depending upon the time. Okay, the rate is constant. It is not depending upon the time. So the rate doesn't depend upon the time. It will be constant. Suppose if I want a graph with respect to rate with respect to concentration. So again I know that rate is equal to K into concentration over A naught. So R is equal to K. Okay. This also rate is not depending upon the concentration. Rate is independent upon the concentration for zero order, not for all orders. Rate is independent of the concentration. It is not depending upon the concentration. So rate is independent upon the concentration of the reactant. Concentration of reactant. Okay. Are you clear with this? Rate of the zero order does not depend upon the time. Rate of the zero order is independent of the concentration of the reactant. So, now then we have with respect to concentration. So T half, you know that the cardinal graph like this. So before going to this, we shall have coming in mind in the entire chemistry. Okay, to the maximum extent, we will be having only three types of graphs. One, the graph which is based on y is equal to mx. So we will be having y on this one. Whatever y is present, we will be having on y axis, x. This is on x axis. If it doesn't have any intercept, so the graph will be like this. The line passing through the origin is the graph y is equal to mx. Suppose if you are having the y is equal to mx plus c. So you are taking y on the y axis, x on the x axis. You are having intercept. Okay, intercept on y axis. Slope is positive or negative. This is positive slope. So yes. So this is the type of the graph. And one more type of the graph, y is equal to minus mx plus c. Right? So y, x, and c. So intersect c. If you see, and slope is negative slope. So you will be getting this maximum to the maximum. 99% you will be having only these three types of graphs. Okay? In the entire chemistry. If there is other thing, only mass balance we can expect things apart from this. For mass balance also only these graphs are enough. Okay, let me take the graph with respect to T naught, T half, A naught by 2K. What is the graph between? I want the graph between T half as well as concentration. So how I can write this one? T half is equal to 1 by 2K. Okay, 1 by 2K into A naught. So y is equal to like mx. So how the graph should be? It should be passing through this one and slope. M is equal to 1 by 2K. This is the graph what we can expect from zero order kinetics with respect to T half. Right? We can expect one more type of graph line. Suppose if I want to graph with respect to the concentration of products. Okay? With respect to time. So how you can write the graph? Concentration of products with respect to time. Is it simple? So instead if you take A naught, A is getting converted to the symbol like this, or A is getting converted to product. Okay. Initial concentration at time is equal to 0. This one will be A naught. This one will be equal to 0. At time is equal to t. A naught minus 6. Something has been reduced. It is getting converted to product. Whatever that has been reduced, it gets converted to product. Right? X. So A naught minus 6 is the concentration that has been left out, and X is the product that has been found. You know the equation. What is the equation? A is equal to A naught minus KT. What is the remaining concentration rate? So A naught minus X is equal to A naught minus KT. If you bring this side, A naught, what happens? A naught will be cancelled. X is equal to KT. So what is X now? X is nothing but the concentration of products. It is nothing but is equal to K. So what happens? Y is equal to X. So concentration of the products with respect to time. It is a straight line passing through the y is equal to X. Getting me? A naught initial concentration at time is equal to 0. A naught is the initial concentration, product is equal to 0. At time t, some amount of the reactant has been converted into product. So it has been X. Whatever the it has been product, it has been removed from the reactant. So A naught minus X. So we know the equation. We will get equation for the zero order matrix is A is equal to A naught minus K. Right? So A is nothing but remaining concentration. The remaining concentration is again nothing but A naught minus X. A naught minus X is equal to A naught minus KD. A naught will be cancelled. Minus will be cancelled. X is equal to KD. X is nothing but the concentration of the products and gives the time. So it is like the graph passing through the origin. Concentration of products with respect to the time. Suppose if I want the graph between A, the remaining concentration A, okay, as well as T. So A is equal to A naught minus K. I want a graph between A as well as T. A is the remaining concentration. Okay. At time 0, this is the 0 time particular concentration. This is the C. Get like y is equal to this is C mx. Time x-axis or x-axis are taking time. Intercept. You are having the intercept at starting point. The concentration is A naught. Here to the A naught concentration. So you are having the negative slope. So the graph will be like this. So this is the concentration with respect to the time. Okay. These are the graphs what we can expect with respect to these things. And you remember that zero order reactions will go to completion. They will be completed. At one time it comes 0. Okay. Suppose if 100 is there for 50, it takes some time t half. From 50 to 0, it takes only t half. Okay. How much here it is disintegrated? Here also the same thing is disintegrated. Okay. If 50 has been consumed in t half time, let me take this is 20 minutes and 50 to 20 is also 20 minutes. Means after 40 minutes the entire zero order reaction is coming to 0. The zero order reaction will be completed because it doesn't depend upon the rate is independent upon the time. So the rate of the reaction will be the same even though time is going prolonging. Rate of the reaction because rate for zero order reaction rate is independent on concentration. Rate is independent on time. It does not depend upon the concentration. See here initial concentration is 100. From 100 to 50 has become it has taken 20 minutes. Okay, from 50 to 0 it has taken 20 minutes because the t half or the time is not depending upon the initial concentration. Here initial concentration is 50, it is taking only 20 minutes. Here initial concentration is 100, it is taking only 20 minutes. Whatever may be the initial concentration, it will take the same t half because rate is independent upon the concentration. Okay, if the rate is independent on the concentration, rate is independent on the time also. Here the rate is not depending upon the time. If it is equal tolerance of time, equal amount is getting consumed. Suppose if the initial is the time taken from 100 to 90, completion is time t. Okay, let me take this time t is 2 minutes. What is the time taken for the remaining of 40? 40 should be remained. What time it will take? Initially is 100. For 100 to 90 conversion, it is taking 2 minutes. If the final thing, the final amount of the concentration should be left out is 40, what time it will take? So 100 to 90 is 2 minutes, 90 to 80, same 2 minutes because it is dependent on the concentration. 80 to 70, it is 2, 70 to 60, it is 2, 60 to 50, it is 2, 50 to 40, it is 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it takes 12 minutes. This is very simple calculation. Okay, the time taken is 12 minutes because the zero order reaction is independent of the time. The zero order reaction is independent upon the concentration of the reactant. Right? So now let us take some problems with respect to the zero order kinetics. Okay, students, look over the question. What are the terms over here? For A to P means reactant is getting converted to product to be of zero order. Here is mentioning that is of zero order. If time taken for 50% completion is 2 minutes, T half is mentioning as 2 minutes. Right? Find the time taken for the 75 completion of the reaction. We will ask you to find the time taken for the completion of 75% of the reaction. Okay? Right. Pass the rule and try to solve the question. 1, 2, 3. Right? I am going to solve this question. We know that general equation is A is equal to A naught minus K. Okay? If I take T half, this should be T half. So this is A naught by 2. This is equal to A naught minus K T half. Okay, you will be getting A naught by 2. You will be getting minus A naught by 2. Are you able to understand? So it will be equal to minus K T half. This one will be cancelled. 50% is mentioning. I am assuming that A naught is equal to 100%. No? So what happens now? 100 by 2 is equal to K into what is T half? T half is how much? 2 minutes. So what becomes K is equal to K by 4. Sorry. 100 by 4 will be 25. The K value we have got just 25. Now, this one for 50% we have done. Now it is 75%. So equation is A is equal to A naught minus K. 75% is completed. Okay, completed. Means how much is remaining? So A is remaining as 25. So it is 100. A is equal to 100 minus K value is 25, and you want the time. Okay. So if you get here 25 minus 100 is equal to minus 25. So it is what? Minus 75 minus 25. So T is equal to 3 minutes. This is very clear. So instead of doing this way, this is generally by using formula. Okay. So if this percent is 100%, 100 to 50%. 50% plus 50 should be remaining. Okay. How much time it has taken? 2 minutes. From here 50 to 0, how much it will take? This was 50%, so it takes 2 minutes. Okay. Total is 4 minutes. It comes to 0. So in middle you are having. In middle is 50 to 25, 25 to 0. Okay. So 50 to 0 is 2 minutes, 50 to 25 is 1 minute per minute, right? 50 to 25 is 1 minute. So here it is 2, here it is up to 1. So total is 3 minutes. This is the way of shortcut. Okay? Because it is independent of the time. This can be followed. So total it is 3 minutes. You can do it directly in this method or you can go with respect to the formula. In the same way, try to solve this problem. For A to P, 0 order, if T half is 2 minutes. Find the time required for 30% of the completion. Same method, try to pause the video and solve this question. Right. So T half means, so A is equal to A naught minus KT. T half percent. So it is 50 into 100 minus K into T half. How much? 2 minutes. So K value. What is the K value? Getting minus 15 minus 2K. K is equal to 25. What is saying? 33.3% completed. So what is the remaining percent? So A is equal to A naught minus K. So A 33% completed means remaining is 66.6 is equal to 100 minus K. If you get this one, 66.6 100 minus K value is 25 T. So it is 33.3 is equal to 25 T and T is equal to 33.3 by 25. So that we will get the it will be 1.6. Very simple. For the calculation of half, it takes 100 to 50. It takes 2 minutes. He will ask him what? Up to not 50 also. He will ask him 33% completed. So it will be less than 2. Very simple. 1.3 is approximate. Okay? Right. These are the problems what you can expect in this area. And there is one more condition that is called as special zero order kinetics. See, whatever we have learned, that is only for the normal things. Special zero order kinetics. Okay? We have learned the condition like A getting converted to product. Nothing problem with this. This is okay. Suppose if the reaction is like this, 3A getting converted to product, it is zero order. So how I can write? R is equal to K A over 0. This is okay. Nothing problem with this one. This is equation 1. And another way, R is equal to minus 1 by 3 dA by dt. This is second equation. Now there is a change. Getting me? These two equations should be equated. So what happens now? Minus 1 by 3 dou A by dou d should be equal to K into only K. Okay? If we set this side, dou A is equal to minus 3 K dou d. So if we integrate this on area side, so integration of dou A with respect to A naught A equal to minus 3K integration with respect to 0. So what are you getting? Concentration of A naught is equal to minus 3K T. This is Q0. So A minus A naught is equal to minus 3K T. So A is equal to A naught minus 3K. So for zero order reaction, whatever till now you have written, that is only for 1A, 1 mole substance. Here 3 molar substance. Okay, if there is any change, even if it is zero order, the equation can be written in this pattern. But if you write in terms of disintegration, it will be minus 1 by 3A by dt. Then the rate equation system will be changed. Okay, suppose if you want T half, for this one T half, what will be getting? So A naught by 2 is equal to A naught minus 3K. This is T half. Okay, so if you get this one minus A naught by 2 is equal to minus 3K, T half, this one will be cancelled. So T half will be equal to A naught by 6K or 2 into 3. So whatever the stoichiometric coefficient is there, here it is 3, right? So you will be getting A naught by 3K, right? Suppose let me take 5 by 2, A getting converted to the product. Alright, we have for this equation. So what happens? Generally write this equation in terms of A. So A will be equal to A naught minus 5 by 2 kT. Whatever the stoichiometric coefficient is present here, that stoichiometric coefficient will come this side with respect to K. That is okay. A naught minus kT, however, the stoichiometric coefficient is 3, will be getting 3 kT. The stoichiometric coefficient is 5 by 2, will be getting 5 by 2 kT. So what is the T half for this? T half is nothing but A naught by 2. What is the stoichiometric coefficient? It is 5 by 2. So it is 5 by 2 K. 2 is cancelled. So A naught by 5K. This is the condition. So these comes under the special zero order kinetics based on the stoichiometric coefficient. So by writing the zero order kinetics, you see the basic equation. Even though it is not zero order, the equation will be like this. Okay, you will be having these conditions, right? So if you go for this is what the completion of the zero order kinetics, and the examples that comes under are, okay, any photochemical reactions. Examples are photochemical reactions. Photochemical reactions, right? Something like H2 you are having, Cl2 you are having, it will not form 2HCl. So generally, see what does this say? Rate is equal to K. Means rate is independent it means that without concentration of the reactants, the reaction will proceed? That is not the condition. Without the reactants, the reaction will not proceed. This indicates that the speed of the reaction does not depend upon the concentration of the reactant. Okay, on this the speed will not depend, but they should be present. This reaction will occur only in the presence of light. Okay, this is H nu. Light. Alright. So H2 plus Cl, even though those are present, the reaction will not occur. The reaction will occur in the presence of light. So the rate is depending upon the amount of the light whatever you are using. Along with the reactant, reactant should be present. Reactant should be present. If only reactants are present, that will not form product. Along with the reactant, you should be having light also along with you. Okay, then only it results in formation of the products. So all the photochemical reactions, whatever that are occurring, that comes under the zero order kinetics. Right? One more is surface catalyzed reaction. Surface reactions, any reaction which occur on the surface or combustion of the gases. Right? Suppose there is a reaction like ammonia. Okay, it should just convert into N2 plus 3H2. Okay, the conversion of ammonia into N2 plus 3H2. It depends upon the surface area of the catalyst or surface area of the catalyst whatever you are taking. So it doesn't depend upon this one. So the combustion reactions or surface reactions or some reactions like enzyme catalyzed reactions. Enzyme catalyzed reactions. So these are the reactions what comes under the zero order kinetics. All the photochemical reactions, the reaction which occur only in the presence of the light, and any reaction which occurs on the surface of the catalyst. Okay, they depend upon the area of the surface of the catalyst. More is the area of the surface of the catalyst, more will be the problem of decomposition of that particular gas. So ammonia is a gas, it gets decomposed into N plus 3H2. It depends upon the surface area of the catalyst. More is the surface area of the catalyst, more will be decomposition. If it is lesser, the rate will be lesser. Here the rate is depending upon the surface area of the catalyst. And some reactions that are enzyme catalyzed reactions. So these are the examples with respect to the zero order kinetics. Okay students, these are the content with respect to problems as well as the content with respect to zero order kinetics. Practice the problems. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. Stay safe, stay home. Right? Bye.